Given the financial difficulties and the collapse of governance at the NTI, the shareholder resolved to put the entity under voluntary business rescue process in July 2022. The BRP was supposed to turn the entity around to make it more sustainable and generate income to pay creditors, primary of whom are employees. To this end, the BRP was supposed to have developed a plan within 25 days as stipulated by the Companies Act. However, the BRP has since dismissed and suspended most senior managers of the entity, with the Group Chief Financial Officer, the CFO, being the latest. This act of impunity was not only for senior managers, but since his arrival, many other employees have also been sacked. As a result of this, there is a vacuum at management level, and the business rescue practitioners' incompetency, it has been exposed. Over the last 30 months, the department and the Gauteng government have paid over 600 million to the entity without any financial accountability by the business rescue practitioner. This amount is not inclusive of the multi-journey ticket sales and any other operational revenue collected. The department has written numerous letters to the business rescue practitioner asking for accountability, and all the letters they went unreplied. Following the failure by the business rescue practitioner to submit progress reports and account to the department, the matter of removing him was pursued through Gauteng High Court in Pretoria. After successfully removing him, the then BRP indicated that he will apply for a leave to appeal at the High Court to appeal the High Court ruling. The department then lodged a Section 18 of the Superior Court Act application seeking an implementation of the initial order for the removal of the BRP. The purpose of this Section 18 move is to ensure that the court ruling is enforced in spite of the BRP's application for a leave to appeal. It is for this reason that the posture of the department is not to transfer any money to the BRP, as previously money that was sent to them for the purpose of paying employees was prioritized for purposes of things that are unknown to the department. It has recently been widely reported that the provincial treasury has allocated 75 million to the Department of Community Safety and Transport Management for NTI. I think it is key that I clarify this incorrect information and propaganda that is geared towards putting the name of the department into disrepute. As outlined in the official treasury allocation letter, the actual amount is 65 million rand. It should also be noted that the department has made an advance payment of 18,600,000 rand to the entity in June 2024. This advance was supposed to cover NTI employees' salaries. This was facilitated through LabourNet, as it was the only option that we could use with certainty that salaries will be paid. Taking these factors into account, the correct available amount, therefore, it is 46,379,000 rand. This is because the 18 million rand referred to earlier is refundable to the department because we had made advances to try and assist the situation as the department. The department is still going to receive a formal report from the NTI on the specific usage of the 18 million rand. This report should include a detailed expenditure breakdown necessary for confirmation and compliance verification. Of late, the BRP has appointed a service provider who is deducting 2% admin fee from employees, which is unlawful. From the payroll that was processed by the BRP service provider, a total of 223,000 rand was deducted from employees who were paid in March. This service provider, which is preferred by the BRP, is charging this exorbitant service fee and takes 2 weeks to process salaries of employees, whilst LabourNet, that was used before to process salaries, it pays within a day. Some of the NTI employees have alleged that the BRP is selective in paying salaries and has been divisive in his approach. There are employees that are allegedly being paid while others are being made to suffer. The NTI must generate its own income and pay its creditors, including salaries of the employees. As the company operates routes in Gauteng province, it receives a subsidy of about 60 million every month from the government of Gauteng. The NTI's income from this subsidy alone should enable it to run profitably, but the BRP's priorities are clearly not for the benefit of the entity. The Department of Community Safety and Transport Management is a shareholder representative of the NTI and does not budget for the NTI. Since the BRP was appointed by the NTI to turn it around, he has not produced even a single report to the department, no account to the shareholder, and he has refused to appear before the portfolio committee of the legislature, and yet he wants money from government. Rightfully, the BRP, as the accounting office of the NTI, must respond to non-payment of the salaries of the employees. It is regrettable that the BRP has been using desolate state of employees that he had not paid to come to Mafikeng to demonstrate. The buses that he's sending here should be operating and generating money for the entity. The BRP has authorized buses to ferry employees to Mafikeng who had been here since the middle of December. This means the production at the entity was affected as both the employees and the buses were here. My appeal to all NTI employees is that they should be part of the solution to the entity and not the problem, and they should go back to work as we are busy trying to come up with permanent solution as the current government. We can't leave the entity to die. Key to indicate to the media as part of the way forward, our interest as shareholders is to see the employees being paid. So our team is looking into the possibility of making sure that that is done within 10 days. And we will have made sure that there is a solution to that challenges of salary. And we will achieve that within the 10 days period. Thank you very much.
Thank you. If there are questions, just to make you at ease so that you don't think that MEC has the bodyguard. It's the HOD, Dr. Hans Kekana, on the left, and Dr. Digobe, who has been appointed acting CEO of NTI, and Mepatudi, she's the CFO. So just feel free, there are no bodyguards. If there are questions, you are free to pose the questions. I think Katriso is giving you a media statement so that you can as well go through what the MEC has been reading about, how you can go through that. But feel free to pose questions, don't make statements. MEC will elaborate and assist you. Before you pose questions, also try and introduce yourself and the media house so that we know who is around as well. You can use my mic for today's.
Thank you, MEC. It's Wessels Morweng from MEC. I heard when you presented that there are possibilities that there are exorbitant fees that the BRP charged the department. Is the department considering any legal recourse to recover any money that might have gone to the wrong people?
Thanks. Any other question? Rekajani, you can use that something next to you.
Okay, Kialeboga Kajade from SABC News. So this NTI matter has been going on for quite some time now. And obviously, if people go for about 6 months without receiving their salaries, I think it also affects their livelihoods. So I believe that those people who are outside there, what they need is for the authorities to say, we have resolved this matter, or we're going to pay you at this moment. So how do we then find a final solution to this problem? Because it's been going on for quite some time, and it affects their livelihood, and it also affects, I believe, those people that they have to ferry to different places on a daily basis. Thanks.
Any other question? Sure.
All right. Thank you, Royal Macron. My name is Obake Maja from Town Daily News. MEC, I heard you saying that the BRP has since dismissed or suspended senior managers, including the CFO and others who left the camp, those who were dismissed. My question to you is, isn't NTI falls under the entity, or isn't the NTI the entity of government? How possible the BRP can come and dismiss employees? And on that, did he also follow procedure or the relevant proper manner in dismissing those employees? And what are you going to do with that?
Thanks, Remaje. Is there any other question, or do we allow MEC to answer? Do we foresee second round? Okay, MEC.
No, let me start with the last one from my colleague, Obake Maja from Town Daily News. Look, in terms of the Act BRPs, when the company has been subjected to business rescue, the BRP is appointed to come and rescue the company. Now, in terms of the law guiding BRPs, the BRP has got absolute powers. That's why myself, I'm the 100% shareholder. You are quite correct. The company belongs to me. When I'm saying me, I'm saying the department. Because I'm the MEC representing the people, I'm a 100% shareholder of the company. But because the company is under business rescue practice, the business rescue practitioner has absolute powers to can run with the affairs of the company. It is for that reason that we came to a conclusion as the department that this business rescue practitioner is abusing his powers, and to a certain degree he is incompetent and corrupt. And we are not apologetic. We are saying this before the media. He can take us to any court of law. We will prove his corrupt activities. In fact, you don't need to go any far. The recent court judgment, we are going to take it as it is, because it is the court in Gauteng, the High Court in Gauteng, that has came to that conclusion that we've got a very incompetent BRP here. So for you to deal with that situation, it's only the court that you must approach for the court to assist you. And we have done that as the department. The judgment was handed out that the current BRP, Mr. Thomas Summers, he needs to be removed. In fact, he has been removed by the court. But as you understand, the law in South Africa does make a provision for appeal. He has appealed, and once you appeal, the status quo remains. But be that as it may be, I've outlined in my statement that we have applied for Section 18. Section 18 indicates that you can appeal, but you don't need to be part of the day-to-day runnings of the organization, because we have proved beyond reasonable doubt that the gentleman is not good for the organization. I've outlined in the statement, he has dismissed people, he has done all those sort of things. In fact, he has changed the people's investment, which is the NTI, into his own personal entity. Recently, the CFO has been dismissed, management has been dismissed. We are seated with 46 million as government. Where do we take that 46 million? We can't just wake up in the morning and we tell the CFO to press enter, to take the money to where should the CFO take the money? There's a collapse of governance within that organization called NTI, primarily because of the BRP. So we need first to remove this gentleman so that we can be able to understand that the money that we are disbursing, there will be accountability. Remember, as the MEC, I've got the responsibility to play oversight. Tomorrow when the Auditor General asks me, how do you come to that conclusion? I must be able to explain to him that this is how we came to this conclusion. We can't wake up in the morning and decide to disburse that 46 million. That's why we have called this press conference, to come and clarify that myth that is that HOD is refusing with 75 million. There is a big banner there saying that HOD, we are refusing with the 75 million. HOD can't do that. He will be arrested if he can do that thing. If he can just decide to wake up in the morning, instruct the CFO to send that food. He's sending it to where? We are saying to in June, in the past 6 months or 7 months, there's an 18 million that we have made an advance payment. We don't know where's that 18 million. So again in December, we must send another 46 million. No, we're not running a banana republic here. We're running government. So I think I've tried to answer most of the question that what is the solution to this thing. Solution is to go to court, take out the current BRP. We did that and we have won. Immediately, within 15 days, he lodged an appeal. So we have approached the court that the gentleman needs to be taken out. Mr. Gobe here was representing the shareholder as the group CEO. Within the 3 days that he was there, he had 10 things around. He tried to put proper governance in place. Because with only the money that we are getting from Gauteng, which is 60 million every month, we can run that company, let alone the ticket sales. The gentleman just recently, we are collecting our money through SPA. The money was about 2.2 million. He went to the SPAs and collected the money for his personal things. So the man has reduced the company into his own cash cow. So as the department, we cannot really agree to that. That is why we're standing up, so that tomorrow we're not an accomplice to his corrupt activities. Because silence in a means of injustice, it's a betrayal. Betrayal to the people that have entrusted us with this responsibility of representing them. So that's why we've got 46 million. But we are finding ways of legally disbursing that 46 million. Because we had appointed a paymaster to what is the name of LabourNet to pay the employees. He has taken out that paymaster. He has given us his own paymaster that we must send that money there. We are refusing to send that 46 million because there is no accountability. If only he can account for people's money. When you are leading government, you account for each and every cent of taxpayers because it's your money at the end of the day. We can't just wake up in the morning and send that 46 million team. Once we can do that, we must know that we are part to his corruption. We will be benefiting from that 46 million. But Rona will never do that. Our hands are clean. We are here for the people and nothing else. So we are refusing to do that. But be that as it may, there's a plight of workers that are suffering while ourselves and the BRP were taking each other from pillar to post. That is why we have resolved, the EMC had met prior to this conference. It has resolved that within 10 days, we would have found other solutions that we can use for us to can be able to disburse that 46 million. Ultimately, it must go to workers' account. But as things stand at the moment, we can't take out that 46 million from our coffers. Once we do that, we'll be taking it to his personal pockets. It's as simple as that.
Thanks, MEC. I think you have even covered Rekhajani. I think he's happy. Remaje, do you still want to? Okay.
Last question. Okay, MEC, I heard you and you explained it clearly. So, according to your statement, you do have evidence that the BRP is corrupt. So the question is, did you open any criminal case against him? If so, please share the case number so that we can make a follow-up. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. In fact, we have opened a case where, with the Hawks, there's a case number where the HOD will vanish with the case to show you that you are dealing with a man that is very dodgy. He gave 4 addresses. The police, they've went to different addresses. The last address, HOD, they just found an open field there. So it shows to you that we are dealing with a man that is very dodgy. At the end of the day, it is us as government that is being blamed, whereas the man is doing all tactics in the book, even to fund the buses that have came here. Unfortunately, the employees, he did not tell them the honest truth that he's chowing their money, just to put it bluntly. In fact, we don't need any proof, like I'm saying, that the man is corrupt. We just need to go to what the ruling of Gauteng High Court, because that was part of our founding affidavit when we approached the court, that we want this man removed based on 1, 2, 3, and the court answered our prayers and they've granted the court directive. So we don't need to prove to anyone. We've got the ruling of a court that agrees with us that we've got an incompetent, corrupt man that is at the helm of that company, who was supposed within 21 days after his appointment as the BRP to give us a rescue plan. It's now more than, since 2022, it's how many years? It's more than 3 years. he has not given us a plan on how he's going to rescue the company. We need to take him out, put a new rescue. The company must stand on its own. From where I'm seated, I think we can save the company. With the 60 million we are getting in Gauteng, the ticket sales, we can pay company, in fact, even create more employment, because from where I'm seated, that company